Green Spumoni here. I was going to wait and do another video after orientation next week, but then I thought about it and there was something else that I wanted to talk about prior to that. But first, I want to start out by saying thank you. I mean, imagine my surprise when I opened up my computer this morning and logged on and saw that not only had people watched my videos, not only had you commented on my videos, but some of you are actually subscribing. And for that, I am just so grateful. I'm humbled and thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions or if I'm unclear about anything as I go through this, please just feel free to add it to the comments and I'll respond, you know, as soon as I can, and hopefully we can all do this together. We can all get through this together and have a wonderful time. What I wanted to talk about today, though, was, gosh, I don't even know what it's called. We called it the nursing package. Once we got accepted, we got an email with a bunch of documents attached with the package, all the stuff that we had to do and submit prior to nursing school starting. You know, if we didn't have this in by August 6th, I think is the date that we've been given, then we'd be dropped from the nursing program. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that. That would include things like the background check, the drug screening. I had to go see my doctor and have him sign off that, as he put it, I am cootie free. And yes, I had my circle dot shot way back in grade school. And also the immunizations and the TB test. And I wanted to talk in particular about the immunizations and the TB test, and I have my records right here. As soon as this started, I put together a folder, and this is my nursing school folder. It's just that I carried with me everywhere, that had all the information that I needed, the forms that I had to fill out and everything like that. And the immunizations that I need, of course, that everybody generally needs, are the MMR and the varicella and tetanus, and then you had to be tested for TB. Well, if you're like me and older, you don't have any shot records left. Or I did have shot records, but they were 30-something years old and pretty much incomplete. As a matter of fact, they were shocked when I submitted them to the people who were giving me my shots. They were like, do you have anything else? I was like, no, sorry. So I started out getting titers done. And that was just, of course, you know, to check my blood for the antibodies for measles, mumps, rubella, and varicella. And if you're like me and you don't have insurance or your insurance won't pay for it, I have 2 words for you. Actually, 3 words. We'll go with 3 words. County Health Department. I went to my county health department and did the titers first. And the titers for the measles, mumps, rubella, varicella or chickenpox, and my TB test. And this is going to vary from place to place, but mine cost me, my receipt's right here, $91. $91, and they drew the blood to do the titers and to do the TB test. And then I went back in to have my TB test read 2 days later, and at that time they also gave me the results of my titers. And it turned out that I was good for mumps, I was good for rubella, I was really good for varicella. I didn't have TB, but I had no or very little immunity to measles. So as a result, I had to get the full MMR vaccine, which was a 2-part vaccine again. And at the time, my county health department did not have the hepatitis B vaccine, so they had suggested that, I mean, they were going to try to order it for me, but they had suggested looking into going somewhere else to get it. So I called my primary care physician's office just to see what it would cost if I got it through them. And thank goodness my health department got it in before I had to go elsewhere. Because when I went back, I got 1 MMR shot, the first of 3 hepatitis B shots, and a tetanus shot. for less money than I was quoted elsewhere for the hepatitis B. So those three at my county health department, and mind you now, I live in a small rural county. You might want to take that into consideration. And I'm sure if you visit your own county health department when you're in this situation, they'll give you quotes. They gave me quotes beforehand too, so I could decide, okay, can I get all this at once? Do I need to space it out? Luckily, I had set money aside for this exact situation. But anyway, my MMR, Hep B, and tetanus cost me $121.50. And then I had to go back again for my second MMR and a second Hep B, and that was $99.75. So then I'll have to go back one more time for my third Hep B in a couple of months. But luckily that's done. So that's pretty much what I wanted to mention to you today, is the fact that if you have to get vaccinations, which most of us do, you know, well, most of us have, well, some of you, I should say, like a friend of mine, have worked in a healthcare setting previously. So she had all of her shots already done. All she had to do was dig up all her records. And that's great for her because that saved her a lot of money. I, on the other hand, was not that fortunate. So I had to go through all this. I think going through my county health department saved me a tremendous amount of money. And so that's what I suggest for you. I mean, if your insurance covers it, fabulous. Go with that. I have another friend who her insurance is covering everything. Fabulous. I'm not that lucky. But whereas I thought this was going to cost me $500, $600, $700, it's coming out to cost to being a lot less money out of my pocket for this. And for that, I am very grateful. And of course, I also had to get a CPR card, which I did through my school. They set up a few CPR courses for us there. We had to do the first part online, which was really easy. It was a matter of reading the information I was given and then taking the little tests along the way. And then I did the second part at the school, and I think that cost me a total. It was $25 for the online portion, and $16 is what my school charged me for the in-class portion. So that was very not painful. Beyond that, as I said before, I've got orientation on the 8th. We got an email saying that it is business casual for the dress, which is kind of disappointing. I was hoping to wear pretty much my classroom uniform for the past 2 years, which was a comfy pair of scrubs and a t-shirt. Everything's always clean. I'm always very neat, but scrubs and a t-shirt, and that's not going to work. And over the past year, with all the stress, I've put on so much weight, I don't know if I have anything to wear, so I might have to go shopping. But once I do go through that, I will come back and do a video about our orientation, which is going to last all day long from 9 to 4. And then after that, I will be getting my books, and I'll do one to show you what books I'm getting. And if you have any questions or any requests or anything like that, please feel free to ask. Just stick it in the comments below. And until my next video, see ya!